So first thing I want to start off with is that first drive of the second half. They kind of did to you what you guys did to them last year.
Yeah.
19 plays, 80 yards. You had the 2 sacks, but the backbreaker on 4th and 16. Just tell me what happened there.
Yeah, man, that's a guy making a play, and you know, Brad making a play. Man, I mean, we played a lot of football. You know, we scrimmaged Martinsburg, we scrimmaged Huntington. I mean, I think that's the best football player in the state. You know, in all 3 phases, just what he can do. So, you know, that's a guy making a play like he should. You know, we double covered him. You know, 4th and 16, just backbreaker. Then we have 2 turnovers right there. That was within like 2 minutes. Still respond. You know, we told our guys all week it's a 4-quarter, 3-phase game. You got to take care of the football, and late we didn't. Kudos to them. You know, we were on the other end of this thing, and I'm rooting for them to make it back to Charleston, make it to Charleston, and battle for a championship.
You made a remark about their size to me on the sideline here. They rushed for 300 yards tonight,
yeah.
And that's you know that's pretty irregular for what they've done. I think it's probably a season high for them, especially in a game like this. So just talk about what you saw in the trenches.
Well, Brad makes that go. You know what I mean? And now the quarterback run that they haven't done, and that's just football is about big bodies moving other big bodies. You know, and those guys don't lean on you; they move you. You know, so and they did a great job. I don't know if that was so much their game plan, but they adjusted what we were trying to give them or take away. But I'm proud of our guys, man. This is a team that got better. It's a shame that this game, and I'll be honest, it's a shame that this game is being played this round. You know, it deserves a Thanksgiving Day weekend, or some years maybe it deserves a championship. So, but I'm proud of our guys and how they responded. Sometimes it just don't go their way. I'm sure they feel the same way as we do last year.
Special teams have been a sore spot, but you know, tonight especially the fumble was kind of a backbreaker, and it felt like it kind of encapsulated some of the struggles this year.
Yeah, it was, man. We talk about practice. You know, a lot of things that happened to us. There was 2 series where we didn't score because we had guys running wrong route or mental miscues, but you know, maybe the play call wasn't that great or simple for them to just go execute. So, you know, you think about this, and this one will eat at me for a little while because I felt like we had chances to win this. I knew we would coming in, but, you know, against good teams, you know, you got to make some plays.
So you essentially have almost 25 minutes for halftime, and then they had that 10-minute drive there. So the offense is probably off the field for, you know, almost 40, 45 minutes in real time. Do you think that kind of takes you out of sync a little bit?
Maybe, but we made some mental miscues there, you know, possibly. But you gotta go respond. You know what I mean? It's a 4-quarter, 3-phase game against 2 good teams. You gotta go respond. We didn't respond very well, but we got a lot of young guys that we're asking to do a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about what this team is coming back. But man, I'm telling you, this group of seniors, not only what they did on the field, but just people they are. You know, you can ask anybody in the stands, our hallways from top to bottom. You know, 14 seniors. It's the 6th straight year that we've had 14 seniors, which is good and bad. But this is a good group of kids that have had some great experience. That's a group in there of seniors that's playing 2 state championships.
Felt like you went to halftime with some momentum. You get the big. There were some penalties that moved them down the field. You get the big stop there. Did you feel like that was kind of like the tipping point to spring you even more after you scored the 2 touchdowns to end the half?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we got a couple little gimme calls, 5-yarders, but it seems like they got a 15-yarder every time they needed. You know, it's unfortunate. There were some things called in this game that it's my first in about 18 years I've ever seen. So I guess you don't have to sit. I'm not going to get into that. We'll get fined, right? But no, I'm proud of our guys, man. That's a good football team. It's a good football team with bodies and athletes, and they're coached well. And you can tell their mentality's a little different. Because I feel like at times last year maybe that happens. We finish, we go up a couple scores, we weren't able to do that. So kudos to Coach Tanner and the whole staff.
Which will kick at 7 o'clock.
Take me back to that drive there that Princeton had there to start the 3rd quarter. They convert the 4th and 20 on the pass to the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
How did you break that down?
Yeah, heartbreaker, man. I mean, we had 2 guys on one. You know, we're going to make somebody keep the rest of the guys in front of the chains, which we were able to do all night as far as in the pass game. But one made a play, man. I mean, like he should, you know, and like he's done all year. You know, we felt we had our best player on him and some help. So I thought when that ball went to him, I said thank you because I thought we had 2 guys on him. But man, that's a guy making a play. So.